In the great hall of England's highest court, surrounded by judges and senior legal figures, the leader of the Church of England tonight proposed that some elements of Islamic or Sharia law be adopted within the general law of the land.
We do not simply have a standoff between two rival legal systems when we discuss Islamic and British law.
Earlier, in a BBC interview, he explained that the legal system needs to reflect different religious sensibilities, including those of Muslims.
And a British law which simply said there's one law for everybody and that's all there is to be said. And anything else that commands your loyalty or your allegiance is completely irrelevant in the processes of the courts. I think that's a bit of a danger.
And that's why Sharia should have its place?
That's why there's a place for finding what would be a constructive accommodation with some aspects of Muslim law.
Rowan Williams must have known that mere mention of the word Sharia would conjure up images of brutal punishment, flogging in the streets, chopping off the hands of thieves, and public executions. There's currently an international outcry over a student facing the death penalty in Afghanistan for downloading material on women's rights from the internet. No one wants that kind of inhumanity here in the UK, says the Archbishop, but some aspects of Sharia law should be incorporated into our system. The Archbishop wants extra resources and clout given to Sharia courts like this one in Dewsbury. At the moment, such hearings have the power within English law to decide some civil cases. But when, for instance, they grant a Muslim woman a Sharia divorce, the English courts don't recognise it.
Within the British legal system, we believe that we should have a debate to see whether we can accommodate a very small aspect of Muslim family and personal law to do with marriage, divorce, custody and inheritance.
Questioning the primacy of the English legal system was never going to go down well with the lawmakers in Westminster. Downing Street has simply said, in Britain, British law applies, a view echoed by MPs of all parties, including tonight the Culture Secretary.
But I would argue that there can be no flinching at all from the basic principle that the single system of British law, built up over centuries, continues to apply.
Rowan Williams is questioning a fundamental principle of our democracy, that the law of the land should apply equally to everybody. He argues that some people, including Britain's Muslims, have a loyalty to a power above Parliament and the courts, and that our systems should take account of that.